Okay, the imperative, it's that tense that you use in order to give orders. So when you want to give orders, you use the imperatives. In English, you just go from, okay, you work to work, or you listen to listen. In French, it's the same. You can give an order to tu, to nous, or vous. In English, the nous order, you would say listen to one person, many people, and if you wanted to do, you including yourself in it, in English you say let's listen. In French, it's so much easier. All you have to do is to take your verb in the tu form, in the nous form, or in the vous form, and take off the subject pronoun. So you go from vous mangez until to manger. And usually you often put exclamation marks, not compulsory. You can put an exclamation mark to show it's an order. So you just take off the tu, the nous, or the vous, and you conjugate the verb normally. So that's the first rule. The second rule you have to remember is in the tu form of an imperative, if you deal with the er verb or the aller verb, you need to take off the s. So you go from tu vas until you go to va, and you drop the s. Tu manges, you go mange. If you're dealing with an ir verb or ire verb, you will leave the s. If you're dealing only with er verbs and only with the aller verb, that's the only case where you will get rid of the s. Now, when you speak, you don't notice that because we don't pronounce the final s at the end of verbs, well, you don't hear it, but you have to remember to take off the s when you do that. Okay, let's have a look at this exercise now. You want to go from it's necessary to wait for your mum, Chloe, and Pauline. So here, sorry, at the example first, you have a look like it's necessary to eat. La salade, les enfants, you go to just simply to eat the salad, children. Okay. Number one, it's necessary to wait for your mum, Chloé, and Pauline. You're talking to two people. So, il faut attendre. Vous attendez becomes attendez. Attendez votre maman, Chloé et Pauline. Okay. Number two, il faut finir nos devoirs. It's necessary to finish our homework. So you include in that. So you want to say it's necessary to finish our homework. Let's finish our homework. In English, we don't need to say, in French, we don't need to say the let's, we just need to say nous finissons becomes finissons nos devoirs. Finissons nos devoirs. Okay? Number three, you know, Rita, it's necessary to play basketball on Saturday. So you're talking to one person, you say tu, so you will take the verb jouer, and you're going to say play basketball. And so you will say, look at what I'm doing here. Tu joues, that's the verb in the present tense. You want to turn it into an imperative. You take off the tu, and because it's an er verb, jouer, you also take off the s at the end. Joue au basket samedi. Okay, number four. Tu vas faire tes devoirs avant d'aller au cinéma. D'accord? You are going to do your homework before going to go to the cinema. So you just want to do your homework. And you're talking to tu, so you want the tu form of the verb. Tu fais will just become fais tes devoirs. Fais tes devoirs. Okay, I don't write the rest of the sentence. So, number five. Il ne faut pas prendre le train, Samuel et Thomas. C'est très cher. Don't take the train. It's not necessary to take the train, Samuel and Thomas. It's very expensive. So you're talking to two people and you want to tell them, do not take the train. So you could go from vous prenez, will be you take the train, and vous prenez, look at the conjugation, to a negative, vous ne prenez pas le train, and I will get rid of the vous to make imperative, and ne prenez pas le train, Samuel et Thomas, c'est très cher. Remember, you just put the ne pas around the verb like you will do conjugating a normal verb. So remember, always remember you have to take off the tu, take off the nous, and take off the vous from the verb. Mange, tu manges becomes mange, vous mangez, mangez, nous mangeons, mangeons. But if you use a to in the er verb and aller verb, you need to take off the s, but only if you use a er verb or the aller verb, pretty much a va or any er verb.